Hello, everybody. Welcome to the last conference tournament championship game out of the 6 big time conferences, or how we all should say it, the Power Six. I don't know why I went that avenue. But regardless of how you call it, regardless of what you think of it in your mind, we have ourselves an amazing matchup here. The two best teams from the best conference in America, at least this season, have made it past all the obstacles, and all that's in front of them now are themselves. Winner gets the auto bid for March Madness and also the coveted Big East Tournament trophy. I am your play-by-play commentator, Kamish Daniel, and here we are in Madison Square Garden, but I'm not alone. To the left of me, Alabama head coach Killian, and to the right of me, West Virginia head coach and also Big 12 tournament champion, Coach Mays. Fellas, we are one game away from the committee meeting up, deciding this March Madness bracket, and oh my goodness, we've been talking about it all season long, how exciting this tournament's going to be, how much chaos there is bound to be, especially once we just look back at the season, right? We have had no dull moments. None. Every single week, something crazy happened. And here we are. The madness has continued, and it's just going to be amped up from here. But first and foremost, we got two juggernauts. We got one that's going for their third straight tournament title, and the other one that is completely new to the scene and is looking to make the biggest statement a newcomer could. Coach Killian, I'd like to ask you first, what do you think of the Creighton Blue Jays, and who do you think will be their most important player going up against UConn?
You know, I love this Creighton team. They've impressed everybody, especially in the making of the top 25. You know, they've been near the top, and I think it's either between Laza or it's between Chase DeMarcus. You know, those two players have really contributed to this team and been helping Creighton get to the top.
They definitely have. Can't forget about James Donovan and Jamarcus Vick and Stan Vanilla, of course. They're all amazing, but of course, usually when it comes to college basketball, the game runs through the bigs. But Coach Mays, this UConn team is not just any UConn team. This is a team that has returned just about every single starter, picked up one of the best guards in the entire country through the transfer portal, had some questionable results earlier in the season, but have bounced back and are now eyeing a third straight tournament title. What is your assessment of the Huskies?
I think they're a team that's experienced. They've been here before. They know how to win in this game. Pitch Quiz does a phenomenal job with this team. I really look to see a great performance from their big three sophomores there, and I'm excited to see where this game goes.
Mentioning one of the big three, I'll just say it straight up. Prince Depina, even though maybe his numbers are just slightly down compared to last season, his impact is still felt throughout the entirety of this season. And I'd just like to mention real quick, we have a reunion of teammates, except they're playing against each other. Back when Tulsa was good, they had two guys, namely James Donovan at small forward and Rodrigo Poblowski at shooting guard. Those two are playing against each other tonight. James Donovan is a Creighton Blue Jay, and Rodrigo Poblowski is a Husky. Now, unfortunately, we somehow weren't able to get the Big East tournament court to work, and so we have the generic NCAA one. I apologize. It was not a part of the plans at all, but regardless, we will have ourselves a championship game as we see the starting lineups flash across the screen. Talent abound, experiences there. Everything is laid on the line as the final auto bid is up for grabs as we see Zani Uchizai and Cooper Laza meet at center court, and it will be Uchizai winning the tip for the Huskies. And here we go from MSG. We started with some ball movement. That was almost a turnover there by DJ Jackson. Will feed it to Prince DePina, last year's consensus freshman of the year. And DJ Jackson had a foot out of bounds, lost awareness, and Creighton gets the ball.
Terrible top 25.
You got to have more awareness than that on the court. That's for certain.
Not an ideal way to open up the game at all. Jamarcus Vick in the corner will feed Cooper Laza, draws the foul, and it will be a foul on Zani Uchizai. See, Uchizai is an amazing player. I'm not going to take that away from him ever. But almost all the time, it's a mismatch down low because of Uchizai's size. He's just not the tallest center. He's more of like a Adama Sanogo, if you know what I mean. But Cooper Laza emulates his game off of Ryan Kalkbrenner, and it's fitting that he is playing for the Blue Jays as Creighton puts the first point on the board and make it 2.
Definitely a sloppy start for the Huskies of UConn. Definitely not how you want to start this game if you're Pitch Quiz.
Definitely not, but it seems like somebody was called for a foul there. I'm not sure who it was. If I had to guess, it was Creighton. It was.
It's also definitely interesting to see with Cooper Laza with the big change from coming from Northwestern now to Creighton.
If he actually came from Baylor.
No.
Good 3 there, though. I didn't see who hit that, unfortunately. I got to keep my eyes on the screen. But UConn takes the lead back, or takes their first lead of the game, as Creighton is going to get set up. Stan Vanilla dishes it to Chase DeMarcus, misses the jumper, and it's rebounded by Pabloski. Active hands will swap that one out of bounds. Looks like it went off of another Baylor transfer in Jamarcus Vick. So Cooper Laza and Jamarcus Vick staying together.
Yeah, I gotta say one thing. It is certainly surprising to see these refs out here today after the night they had at the Lusty Leopard. I saw those fellas there last night. I'm honestly surprised I'm here myself right now. Commissioner Zelikov and Coach Killian.
Welcome to Big East After Dark, everybody.
He's about to get so unhinged, and nobody knows about it.
Well, thank you.
I mean, Big East After Dark, man, it's something else, let me tell you. Big Ten After Dark was great. Big East After Dark, even better.
Prince DePina draws the foul on Cooper Laza there. It's a big first foul to give up, and it will be the freshman of the year from last season going to the charity stripe.
It's also going to be interesting to see how UConn is going to be able to get around Cooper Laza, as he is 7 foot on the court, and it's just going to be interesting how they get around it.
And you see these two teams, and we've seen the other 5 games before, and you can't help but see these teams are great for sure, but they're not as tall as some of the other better teams. I wonder how that'll play out come March Madness time, as that is a bad turnover there. Jamarcus Vick tried to lob it up into the paint, but that doesn't work, and Ridley Ribs Ray stuffs it one-handed. UConn leads by 5.
Yeah, that name there's a mouthful, but Ridley Ribs Ray is a absolute force on the court. He has put up a great season so far alongside his fellow sophomores. This is quite a young UConn squad, and I'm excited to see what the future has in store for him.
Absolutely. Prince DePina unsuccessful there, and Creighton is running. Jamarcus Vick draws the foul, and it will be a couple free throws. It's Rodrigo Pabloski picking it up. So like I said, when it comes to these two teams, they're a bit undersized compared to the other top teams, but they're still not afraid to go out there and attack the rim.
I mean, sometimes in life you just gotta attack the rim, man. I mean, and a plethora of things. I won't get into it right here on screen, but
what do you mean by
you just gotta go for it sometimes.
What do you mean by that?
I think you know what I mean by that.
Hey,
God.
he said, I got no knowledge of that. And here we go. Creighton trying to trap UConn at half court. They do, but UConn gets out of it. Uchizai, that is not his shot. And here come the Blue Jays. Vanilla, feed, Laza. Fits it up, and no good.
Now, between like the two teams, say UConn wins this game, where do you think they would rank into coming into March Madness? Do you see them as a top seed?
If UConn wins, you're saying?
Yeah.
We'd have to assess the field, of course, as Chase DeMarcus got stripped there. Oh, and then Creighton got it back. How everything happened so quickly. And that'll be out of bounds on UConn. Wow. But as you were saying, it just depends on how everything shakes out. They definitely have the ability to go up to a 2 seed. Most certainly. Vic from the corner, you betcha.
That's a big shot there for Creighton.
Great shot there. Phenomenal.
Found them right in the corner. That's Jamarcus Vic's sweet spot. Here we go. UConn trying to put some moves on. And Ridley Ribs Ray to DJ Jackson. Pops a shot. It is no good. The Blue Jays are on the run again. Understand Vanilla, the freshman from Washington, D.C. Sizing up his opponent. Chase DeMarcus jumper. No good, but Cooper Laza's there to clean up. We are tied again.
Yeah, and I believe we'll see a lot of that today from Laza. Laza definitely winning the size matchup against Uchize there. And it's going to be a big difference in today's game.
Absolutely, and I'm not too sure what happened there, but it seems like the ball went off of Prince Depina. I'm not sure how that happened. Interesting. Creighton ball. And here they go, running up the court. Jamarcus Vic to Cooper Laza, and he was read like a book. Ridley Ribs say, not on my watch. And somehow they got to Uchizai, and he misses the shot again. Coach Quiz has got to tell his center, pass it to somebody else. As Stan Vanilla takes a three, and close one, but it hit the back iron.
A little bit of a heat check there by Stan Vanilla.
Absolutely, and Ridley Ribs Ray just went a little too far, a little too close to the baseline. Hit nothing but the side of the backboard.
Seems like these two teams are really just going like back and forth, very fast down the court, and they are just not able to hold on to the ball.
And wait a minute, that was a goaltend that didn't count. So it's technically Creighton 13, UConn 11.
And here we see our first signs of not meeting the Riggs allegations by Commissioner Zelikov.
What you mean by that? Whoa, Johnny Uchizai. Whoa, that was crazy. Oh.
I thought that should have been a foul.
Yeah, that was a crazy shot though. And Stan Vanilla is going to be called for the charge, and he's got to go sit. So that brings in the Yale transfer, August Mahoney.
Yeah, Stan Vanilla, it might be time to start learning Chinese, buddy. That is not a good look to have 2 fouls this early in the game.
It definitely isn't, but he's a freshman. He's got a lot of time to learn. Oblosky drives in, passes it, and the foul drawn on Chase DeMarcus. So that's his first. And all of a sudden, UConn is starting to implement the draw foul strategy here on the Blue Jays. And so far, it's working.
These two teams are playing some pickup basketball right now. Foul.
Absolutely. Ridley Ribs Ray will get the first one to go.
I got a question for you as you coach Creighton here, Mr. Zelikov. What was the difference between the 3 teams that you were at, and how were you able to keep your composure as you came into Creighton?
I mean, the biggest thing for me as what just happened there. That was a backcourt violation.
I believe that was a backcourt.
That's unfortunate. I mean, the composure is simply comes from the fact that, we've done this many times. It's just all about experience. The more experience that you have, the more controlled, the more calm you'll stay. As oh my goodness, wow, what a board! Wow, UConn leads by 4. But like I said, it's just about experience and just having that confidence and that self belief in your abilities and in your players' abilities. As August Mahoney is ripped, and UConn is on a bit of a run right now, 8-0.
Wow. Wow. What a strip and score there.
These two teams right now playing some great defense.
And wow, that was almost a turnover. And what a block! What a block!
Wow. Wow.
It seems like these two teams really know, like, the numbers between these two teams.
They definitely do. Rick Thomas bricks that one from close. Creighton needs to stop this bleeding.
Yeah, they got to score here soon. It's starting to get to a decent lead here for the Huskies.
What
and
a
there it is.
shot.
August Mahoney pops
What a
it from
shot.
deep. And almost a turnover there.
Oh, get forward, buddy. You're near the court line there now.
And wow, what a shot, DJ Jackson. So again, remember, Creighton had a goaltend that wasn't counted for, but we will count it anyways. It's 21-16. And that is Middleton with the mid-range. Good shot right there by the Utah transfer. Here we go. UConn setting up again, and that is absolutely swatted. Deep three. I don't know why that was taken, and Rick Thomas somehow misses that one. UConn after
they cannot score there.
The Huskies come up empty-handed. Vic, 3, no.
2 out of 10, buddy, at the board.
God, and one.
And one.
Wow.
Chase DeMarcus. Wait, or was that an and one? I don't think that was an and one. I think that was a goaltend. I think that was a goaltend.
He's got the 19 or 18.
Yeah, that was a goaltend. If that was an and one, he'd be at the free throw line. He just came off to get some rest. 21-20.
Now they count the goaltend.
Whoa! What an alley-oop!
What a play there! It did not look like he was about to score on that play. He came through.
He definitely came through. What a play there! Usually the alley-oops in the college scene don't work as expected. Laza takes an interesting shot, and that was way off.
Yeah, it seems like Zelkov's got to get his team to slow down. These two teams are really playing at a fast pace right now.
They are, and UConn is shredding the zone defense of Creighton's.
Yeah, certainly. They're starting to find the holes in this defense, and Coach Zelikov is probably talking to his team right now, telling them, we're like the kid who plays second French horn in the school band. We got to play better.
Definitely. Great second opportunity conversion by Cooper Laza there. And here's Prince DePina. Feeds it. Nope, it'll be picked off instead. August Mahoney running. Hands it off to Vic. Pops a shot. It's good. And Creighton is not letting UConn get away. It's still very early in the game. Oh, what an interception there by Cooper Laza. Looked like Cooper DeJean out there if he was 7 foot.
Yeah, definitely looking like the white men's Jackie Robinson there, Cooper DeJean. What a defensive stand there by Creighton.
He couldn't convert there, unfortunately. And UConn is running again. DePina finding the soft spot and draws the foul. Oh, it almost went down. Mahoney picks up his first foul.
Like I said before, Creighton's really got to slow down. They're just chucking this ball up like it's nothing. Like it's a freaking grenade.
Absolutely. And a little bit of a slow start for Prince DePina. But it's far from game over as he knocks down his third free throw of the game. And the second one will go. It will come off, and that is Rick Johnson taking the floor. And here we go. UConn pressuring. They're trying to get this ball back. That's freshman Malik Harris, another guy that committed to Coach Zelikov when he was at Texas and just followed him home to Creighton. He is actually an Omaha native, and Cooper Laza will get a pair of free throws.
Yeah, UConn looks to find themselves in a little bit of foul trouble early on here. They gave up a few free points here at the charity stripe to the Blue Jays.
And Cooper Laza, what an impact transfer he's been. Definitely not going to stuff the stat sheet, but no one on this Creighton team will really stuff it. They play as a unit, they play as one, all world-class players, and they know how to share the rock. It is a one-point game once more. And that's Taron Armstrong, by the way, on the ball. Creighton looking to create a turnover here. They're unsuccessful. But my goodness, what an effort. And Rick Johnson splashes it from deep. Big shot right there for the Huskies.
What a shot by Rick Johnson there.
There we go. Mahoney waiting for somebody to get open. They'll find Cameron Claret, the Tennessee transfer. Malik Harris, jumper, wet. Good jumper there by Malik Harris, the Omaha native.
That was very wet. Wet as... I can't say that.
You know you can. It's Big East After Dark. Anything goes.
Wet as Maze's mom.
Well, I don't know about that.
Don't you speak on my mother like that. Let's just say
wow, what defense there by Ridley Ribbs Ray. And that's Lewis Lowry on the ball, I believe. Almost intercepted. Another turnaround. Ridley Ribbs Ray can't miss.
Generational run there by Ridley Ribbs Ray through those sequences.
10 points to start off the first half. You know, I bet he's going to keep continuing to get those points down the court. And what happened there?
Well, Rick Johnson committed a shooting foul. So that'll be Cameron Claret going to the free throw line.
A big substitution here for UConn. Major mathematics.
Definitely. Cameron Claret knocks down the first of two. Cameron Claret, longtime Tennessee Volunteer. Exhausted all of his playing opportunity there as he clunks the second free throw, unfortunately, and found Creighton as his one-year stay as a graduate transfer. And here's DJ Jackson back out on the floor facilitating this offense. Bill Chambers will miss that shot. Another talented big. UConn is loaded with talented players across the board, and they're all very young. And here's your Marcus Vick. Will feed Chase DeMarcus, pops a shot. Good take right there by the senior. And Creighton's within three. DJ.
I'm not gonna lie, I fully expected a heat check there, but we didn't see it. And now we see a rough pass there by the UConn Huskies. But they score eventually.
Every time UConn gets down the court, you know, it seems like they pass it and it's blocked, but then they able to get the ball back and get it into the basket. That's how they're keeping this lead right now.
They are.
Yeah, we're looking at a more offensive game than Michigan State and Michigan the other day, which was absolute fireworks.
Definitely the case. Here's Cameron Claret waiting for somebody to get open. UConn's defense not letting it happen. Vick in the corner. Vick gets it to Laza, and he just misses horribly. Feed to DePina. Claret trying to defend him. And oh my goodness, Claret is over pursuing him a bit much. And whoa!
What a shot.
Oh my goodness, Prince DePina. That was truly a rainbow shot from the corner. And foul drawn. More free throws coming for the Blue Jays. They need them. The substitution's made. Claret and DeMarcus coming off the floor, and Mahoney's got a pair. You get the first.
He certainly does have that, or else he would be playing women's basketball. Commissioner Zelenko.
He's one of 3 Yale transfers from the last season. As him, Bezem Bang, and Matt Noling all left Yale to pursue a higher level opportunity of playing basketball, and Creighton forces the backcourt violation.
You know, that's what Creighton really needs to do, is step up their defense. They've been able to get UConn to pass it away and get the ball down the court.
I think also UConn is just simply shooting way above their average. They're making some shots they shouldn't be making.
Yeah, that 3 they just hit by Prince Tapini, I believe, was an insane heat check, and he made it.
Yeah. That was insanity. Good take by Samuel Owens, the Providence transfer. A lot of transfers on this Creighton team, as Coach Zelikov was seeking quality depth, and he sure got it. And another alley-oop. UConn.
Wow.
Putting on a bit of a show here.
UConn able to find those open lanes to get the ball down to the basket.
They definitely are, and Cooper Laza swatted. Not on my watch, said Ridley Ribbs Ray.
Really had his nuts right in his face and able to get that ball out of his hands.
And Jamarcus Vick will splash the deuce instead.
Yeah, I don't even think we need to pause on that, Gillian. That is just straight up insanity that you only see on Big East After Dark.
Pristapino from 3, and there's the miss.
You know, as we head into halftime, what do you think these two teams really need to focus on as we get near to the start of the second half?
Well, I think UConn is taking a lot of risky passes. Some of them working, some of them aren't. But with Creighton, I think they need a bit more ball movement. Some of these shots they're taking are just not the best. And how was that now called a foul? Very surprising there. Creighton running up the floor. Mahoney, what a feed! And what a slam by Jamarcus Vick!
Holy hell.
And UConn running back up.
Really,
they want blood. Poblowski, DJ, Poblowski from 3, bang!
Wow. Poblowski, another heat check by UConn. And these risky shots are really paying off for him. I think Coach Quiz told these guys, let's go big or go home. Do or die time. And we got to put up some shots. Because they are taking some crazy shots, and they are nailing them.
They are. And the thought, of course, is UConn going to be able to keep this up? Because Creighton, they're not far behind. They're only down by 5 points. And if Cooper Laza converts at the line completely, only by 3, Creighton is shooting below 40%, and come on.
Oh.
That's an unfortunate first miss.
And that thing I just looked over, and Zelikov just snapped his clipboard right in half.
Seems so. He took Cooper Laza off and put Kevin Middleton back in the game.
He's really about to teach him a lesson in luck. Good luck, Laza.
Less than a minute to go in the first half. What a game this has been up to this point. Thomas dribbling off to, I believe that's Kyrie Ryuga. Ryuga somehow gets past Claret and draws the foul on the senior. What an individual play there.
Creighton's just, it's killing them. The fouls are killing them in this game.
They definitely are. And there's the sophomore. He's actually a primary shooting guard. He's throwing in at point. Good take right there by the sophomore, who has seen very limited action, but is still a very valuable piece to Coach Quiz's Husky team. And he'll get both to go. And now it's Creighton that's going to have to find their way out of UConn's post free throw defense. Vic is getting bottled up. He'll find Middleton. Middleton driving. Good pass. Feeds DeMarcus. And what is that shot? Somehow he got the ball back and missed again. But Donovan is there. He is there. Cleans up in aisle 9. 6 seconds to go. Rick Johnson for 3. Way off.
Rebounds like that happen.
Oh, here we go. Did he get it?
He did not get it. He was a little bit short. But we go into the half with UConn up 4.
What?
Yeah,
What a great half.
That was like an Olympic right now. That shot was a little bit like a Catholic priest. It came in a little bit behind.
What does that even mean?
Yikes. Just look at the field goal percentage discrepancy, by the way. You have to think that the season averages will level out. And so the fact that Creighton is only down by 4 in this game is a bit amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not every day you see a 20-point discrepancy in your field goal shooting between these two teams and a game this close.
Exactly. A whole 20 percentage points difference. It's unbelievable. And all the regular starters are back out there on the floor. Jamarcus Vick from 3 pops a shot. Missed it. That's not going to do them any favors. As here come the Huskies. DePina. Jackson left wide open, and of course he converts.
Wow. These
It's
Huskies are red hot.
It's just crazy to see that with the leading score, it's only 11 points. That's how... It's just their defense from both teams have been able to play really great in this game.
Yes, but UConn has somehow had been able to take it to a different level, with Creighton shooting so poorly so far in this game. DePina, another alley-oop attempt. Oh my God.
I think also the wealth of the points is definitely being spread out well between these two teams. They know how to play team basketball.
They definitely do. Donovan misses that one. Creighton, you can't hit a thing right now.
It just also seems like UConn has the chemistry that they've always had. And Creighton is just, it's a new team, you know. A lot of people aren't from the same places.
They're definitely not. Vanilla, 2, missed again. What is going on with Creighton?
Yeah, Creighton could hit the broadside of a barn right now, and it seems like UConn just simply cannot miss at this point in the game. And as I say that, the announcers first hits, but they get it to go.
It's a whole 12-3 run for the Huskies right now. Creighton has got to snap this right now. DeMarcus, Donovan, waiting for somebody to get open. He'll feed it to DeMarcus, pops a shot, and miss again.
Oh my Lord!
These are some horrible shots that the Blue
They could
Jays are
lay
taking.
a house with these bricks.
And it's an and one.
A house and one.
Holy crap! Creighton is just got to leave the court. They just got to go. It's embarrassing.
Zelikov certainly could not be happy on that sideline. He is probably ready to rage quit.
Rodrigo
He is-
Poblowski is 7 for 7 from the field. Oh my goodness.
Zelikov is gonna punch somebody when they get to that court line.
He's not about the violence, but he is about talking things over with the team. And they're going to need this timeout to be an effective one.
I wish I was in that huddle right now to hear him scream at his players.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of imagination when you have to wonder what Coach Zelikov is telling his squad right now. Let's go inside the mind of Coach Zelikov.
Fellas, clearly
You guys
the
suck.
ball. Fellas, clearly the ball is not falling for us right now. But we have to play better foundational defense. Just on that last play, I see guys that have their backs turned to the ball carrier as he's shooting towards the basket. We have to play better. We have to play better foundational defense. Keep your eyes forward and never turn your back. Our shots will fall. Just trust in it. And here we go. James Donovan.
Yeah, Coach
inbound it.
Zelikov definitely had a lot nicer than I'd be.
Alright, cool. I put my foot in their behind.
Yeah, personally, my first line when I see those fellows step up to my puddle there, I'd honestly say, have you fellows ever had 32 inches of leg in your ass? Because you're about to have it if you don't score some points. Get the damn ball in the hoop.
Well, there we go. Creighton already with the bucket, and then a big block on the other end to set themselves up on a better start, let's say, coming out of the timeout. DeMarcus waiting for something. He pops a shot, misses again. Rebounded by Laws, and he'll stuff it. Not the best shots in the world that Chase DeMarcus is taking, especially as a senior, but he's getting big time help from his center, and that's yet another turnover.
Delacoff
Things are
might have
definitely on the
woken
come
up
up for
the team.
Creighton right now. A lot of turnovers and a lot of scoring. And there's another, as we say it.
See, you don't have to be Bobby Knight 2.0 to be effective in the timeouts. Oh
Definitely
my.
does help sometimes.
What just happened?
Prince DePina drew the foul on Stan Vanilla. That's just what happened.
I thought the whistle was blown way before he even got to that line.
The refs are a bit psychic. Let's just put it that way.
They definitely want Creighton to come out and win this game, don't they?
Yeah,
They
those
bet money
refs definitely gained that sixth sense at the Lusty Leopard last night. Those fellas had one hell of a night.
Holy moly. I have no words.
Selkoff has completely lost control of this game.
Man's too stunned to speak. Vic will draw the foul on Poblaski. And here we go. A battle at the charity stripe. Who hates charity more? I don't know.
I know out of this broadcast, I definitely hate charity the most. I actually like to take money from charity, to be honest with you.
What is wrong?
Evil
with
Mr.
Oh,
Beast. I steal from the poor and give to the rich.
How many beers have you had?
Or sounds like Joe Biden. And that's a political
We have lost
chat.
all
Oh my
control.
gosh, you can't leave him open like that.
I mean, he's like a stripper's legs on a Friday night. Wide
Oh
open.
my god. He's never doing these late night videos ever again.
I don't know about ever
I think
again,
Big East
but
After
it's,
Dark is
but it's
absolute
getting a bit
cinema.
wild out here.
Absolute cinema, folks. Gear up, because you're riding with Big Maze and Velikov.
That's cinema for sure. And UConn is continuing to shoot at an absurd level. My goodness. Huh. Oh my gosh, dude.
Is Creighton getting exposed right now? Are they even ready for March Madness? Are they even ready?
They're
Yeah,
ready. You
folks.
just-
After
they're
I think
forcing
we may
a
see a
lot of.
brawl here in the studio.
Yeah. I mean, look, they're forcing a lot of turnovers. They're, near turnovers too. Some of these are just really unlucky. But there we go. Finally, a miss on UConn's end. Surely the shooting performance won't keep up, and surely Creighton will just improve theirs. Vanilla waiting.
Yeah,
for
you have to think at some point.
Yep. Vanilla doubled. Flips it to Chase DeMarcus, and he misses again. You gotta pass it out. Find the open man. And how did he hit that? What is going on?
Wow. Creighton cannot miss right now.
Or UConn can't.
Or, excuse me, UConn.
They genuinely can't. It's insane to see. Donovan in another horrible shot, but he is bailed out by DeMarcus there. This has been an absurdly horrible shooting night for Creighton so far. Yet still 10 minutes to go, and they're only down 8. And the fact that they're leaving these guys open is crazy. UConn should be taking those open shots all day long.
Yeah, you can't help but think it could be worse than it possibly is right now. A lot of missed opportunities there by UConn, and a lot of not capitalized on opportunities by the Blue Jays.
But here we go with UConn just trying to be a little too fancy. They're letting Creighton get back into this game. Only a 6-point difference now. And that should have been a kickball violation if that was a thing. Ridley Ribs Ray pops another shot. The dude is automatic. What's going on?
Creighton has just not been able to do anything against that guy.
I mean, you can only do so much. If the guy's hitting the shots, the guy's hitting the shots.
Well, put your hands up.
The Huskies are shooting better than my favorite doctor, Johnny Sims, right now. It's just they cannot miss.
Not Johnny, man. Not Johnny, man. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Creighton forcing so many turnovers. It's a 4-point game.
Is this game really going to come down to a last-second shot, as Creighton has been able to inch their way back into this game?
And I'm surprised that wasn't blocked into oblivion there. Good take by UConn.
Yeah, definitely surprising. Laza typically a force in the paint.
And an amazing corner shot by Jamarcus Vick. Much needed for the Blue Jays. Swinging it out. DePina. Jackson. Ball. No. Bit of a bad shot there. He didn't set his feet. And the Blue Jays are on the run. Vanilla. Looking for a man. Looking for somebody. He will drive in himself. Draw the foul. And Creighton can pull themselves within 1 point. And here we are entering the last stages of this game. Under 8 minutes to go. As folks, this has gotten very interesting. 2-point game now. Because remember, Creighton had a goaltend that wasn't accounted for on the scoreboard. Vanilla, the DC freshman, will make it a 1-point game. And here we go. The Blue Jays. And they force another turnover. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this collapse is probably worse than the Roman Empires right now. It is not looking good for the Huskies.
I mean, the Huskies were up by, what, 10, 12? Something like that? Pass to Stan.
Yeah, they were up by double digits there for a while.
Yep. Rebounded by Laza. Hook shot goes. Creighton is in the lead. So much game left, though. It is still anybody's game. DePina, shot, missed, rebounded by Ridley Ribs Ray. This guy can't be stopped.
Like Deshaun Watson in a massage parlor. Cannot be stopped.
I'm speechless. Speechless. Vanilla jumper, no. Rebounded by DeMarcus, and oh. You just told Prince DePina on the way down, hey, I can do that too, buddy. DePina fades. Wow, that somehow got off. But Creighton gets the board. Here come the Blue Jays. Donovan. Vic. Feeds to DeMarcus, and that is rejected. But Donovan gets it back somehow. And Donovan, he just shot it into the side of the backboard. Come on.
What a sequence there.
Insane. And Pawlowski draws the foul on Jamarcus Vick. I I gotta take a big breath, a little sip of water. Goodness.
Yeah, I think we might have to bring out the defibrillator here for Commissioner Zelikov if this game gets any tighter.
You think if Creighton wins this game, you think Mr. Zelikov might give the hot 2 to this team?
Coach Zelikov does not swing that way, ladies and gentlemen.
I did this claim with recent news of our beloved Sketch.
Well, I mean that's Sketch's issue, not Coach Zelikov's. And he loses the ball.
Oh my lord!
And another foul drawn on Jamarcus Vick.
Yeah, that may be Sketch's issue, but Coach Zelikov's foul troubles with his team certainly are his issue.
They definitely are. And UConn can extend their lead a little bit now. Excuse me. And wow. What a shank. A weird miss from the free throw line by DJ Jackson. He's usually sure-handed, and he shows it there.
Yeah, definitely out of character.
And Creighton gotta find the way to get the ball out of there, but they don't do it.
Jeez.
But what a defensive play by Cooper Laza. An amazing recovery. Vic hands it off to DeMarcus. Such moves. Wow.
What are we doing?
Are we witnessing the best conference championship game this weekend? I think we might just be folks.
Unreal. DePina from the corner. It was due. He was due.
What a great stroke right there.
He breaks the deadlock. Laza, jumper, nails it. Somehow we still have 5 minutes to go in this game.
You can't help but think this game might go into overtime.
It's possible. Poblowski can't miss either. This UConn team is shooting absurdly well.
Yeah, it looks like a reincarnation of 5 Steph Curry's out there on the court right now. They just simply cannot miss a 3.
Cannot miss a 3 or 2. It's outrageous. Mahoney from 3. Splash!
What a shot by Mahoney.
The South.
I don't even remember the score.
The Southpaw ties it up at 78, and Creighton forces a turnover again.
Holy moly.
DeMarcus draws the foul and one.
Holy crap. Creighton.
Cinema.
Whatever Zelikov talked about in that timeout just sparked Creighton up. I mean, they might have taken some steroids during halftime, but they have marched their way back into this game.
Unbelievable. 3-point game. And the starters are going to get a rest at maybe the worst time. I don't know why they pulled them.
Zelikov doing Zelikov things.
I don't know what you're thinking there, Coach Zelikov. Not the wisest decision.
I mean, a turnover again. Vanilla.
Holy crap.
Feeds. And that's a foul drawn on Ridley Ribbs Ray. And Malik Harris will get free throws.
What is Quiz thinking with this team right now? He's got to figure out something here to do if he wants to win a fourth straight Big East title.
Third straight, but yeah.
Oh.
Unbelievable how this game has been. Insanity incarnated. Malik Harris can complete a great trip, but he breaks the last free throw. You hate to see it from the hometown kid. Taron Armstrong trying to solve this Creighton zone. And that's almost turnover again. Pops a 3 and misses, but he's fouled from 3.
He's going for 3 shots at the line.
Get him out of the game.
That's Cameron Claret committing the foul.
I
And then
believe that's
comes
Claret's second foul. Bench.
and Taron Armstrong, the Australia native. Well, missed the first free throw.
No. You gotta hit those.
Cannot gift opportunities like that away.
This is where it counts. This is where this leads you into March Madness.
The nerves are kicking in. He makes the second one, though. Here's the last one.
This New York crowd is going crazy bananas.
Yeah, one of the best venues in college basketball, in my opinion, Madison Square Garden. It does not get more electric than this.
It does not. And what a pass. What a shot, Cameron Claret.
Wow.
He made up for it. He definitely made up for that foul from 3. Timeout, Huskies.
And Creighton's going into this timeout excited. They are thrilled right now for what a comeback they've had.
The Blue Jay faithful and also the Husky faithful are sweating bullets as we still have under 4 minutes in this game. Sweating bullets. Coach Quiz trying to find it within his team to stop committing so many turnovers. This has got to be some sort of insane record. Creighton's zone. Let's just talk about it real quick. It has been as hit or miss of a defense as I've ever seen. Wouldn't you agree, fellas?
Oh, certainly.
And here we go.
It definitely has.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, you're good. Just wanted to get my words out.
Ridley Ridgeway missed. He missed. He's mortal. Here's Stan. Vanilla. Trying to find an open man. DeMarcus. Wow, what a shot. Chase DeMarcus. The senior. Putting on a show. And it's turnover again.
Holy crap, what is going on with UConn?
Creighton.
Things are not pretty. Holy.
The Huskies are
UConn is.
absolute shambles. And it's another turnover.
Holy shit.
Coach Quiz has to be losing his mind on the sideline currently. This is insanity.
I have never seen a defensive performance like this. Vic got back his own blocked attempt. Vic, feed. What a pass. But, oh, you got to make that.
Gee. Gotta get the ball up the court. No more of this jogging bullcrap.
Jackson. And no foul there. Recovered by Creighton. 2 minutes to go, just about. Jamarcus Vic feeds. Cooper Laza drives. Layup goes.
And by the sounds of this commentary, I think we might just see Commissioner Zelikov cream his pants on this stream.
Oh my gosh. And that is a foul on Cooper Laza. DJ Jackson's headed to the line for free throws. That's one way to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, most certainly getting a few shots up at the charity stripe. Definitely going to help the case of the Huskies. But is it too little too late?
That is a big question for sure. First free throw goes for UConn. Under 2 minutes to go. Behind by 9 points. And now by 8. Creighton just has to be careful with the ball as UConn continues to try and force a turnover. Laza will get it up the court. Creighton Pass it around. DeMarcus from 3. Dagger.
That could be it. That could absolutely be it.
Is this the dagger?
Timeout
Wait
UConn
on that
again.
call. The dagger. I believe that might be. I think UConn might have just stealed their first Big East championship under Coach Zelikov with that shot.
What a game, fellas. What a game. Just
Yeah, if I'm Coach Quiz right now, I'm probably losing my mind on this side. But me personally, I can win a Big 12 championship. I know it's the Big East, but I win the conference championship. So I never had to experience this in the conference championship game.
Didn't he beat you in the regular season?
who?
No, yeah, he
Oh yeah, UConn. Yep.
got back and rode me like a porn star. I'm not gonna lie.
God,
But
these references, man.
it's what happens in March that really matters.
These references, brother.
As you know, it's May's Madness, and it is in full effect, baby.
Brother, I'm not making money off of this at all. Yet you're gonna get me demonetized.
I mean, the best streams are, man.
And
The best
another
streams are.
turnover.
UConn completely fell apart in the second half.
It's been
Yeah,
unreal.
it was a insane collapse.
It has.
Worse
Now
than
Creighton
9/11.
can just slowly dribble out the clock. And no, wow. So UConn almost forced a turnover there. I don't know if you saw that. Donovan picked it up, is fouled, and now the Huskies are intentionally fouling. Intentionally. So this is
It
it.
Is
might
it
be
way
too little
too-
too late on that.
And it'll continue. And Marcus
Yeah, at this
Vick,
point, it's almost adding insult to injury for the Huskies.
it definitely is. Jamarcus Vick will knock down the first one.
You know, this is the final championship game, and now when you see us, it'll be March Madness time. So, you know, what does UConn need to do to hopefully be able to make a run in March Madness?
They have to figure out how to stop turning the ball over, first and foremost, because clearly you can see they can shoot. It is simply about keeping the ball. And they have done a horrendous job at it. I don't think I've seen a worse performance in terms of keeping the ball away from the defense. Ever. Ever.
Yeah, certainly. Definitely have to avoid a second half collapse like this game as well. That is a major factor. They came out phenomenal in the first half and the beginning of the second half, but they just could not keep it together through the second stretch of this game.
They could not. And UConn calls a timeout. I'm not too sure what they're going to get out of this. But just a bit ago, we saw a player enter the game for Stan Vanilla that we won't see often. But it's important to mention that Air Force transfer Jake Heidbrider came into the game.
Yeah, you just love to see these small school guys really making it to the Power Six and doing phenomenally. All throughout this weekend, we saw multiple transfers make a huge impact in conference championship games, coming off of performances in the previous season at mid-major schools.
And ladies and gentlemen, as important as high school recruiting is, of course, this is why you need to make it count in the transfer portal as well when you need to use it.
Yeah, if you look at Creighton, there is a plethora of transfers on that team, a lot of experience, and they seem to be gelling well late in this season. They had a rough stretch to begin the season with a couple losses that I think if they replayed these teams now in March, they would beat them.
And that is, of course, the biggest question. You look back at teams that, have had, questionable losses, right? And especially, even though UConn has played horribly and they've been so on and off, right? You look at this team and it's just like, okay, how did they lose to Drake? How did they lose to Washington State? You know, it's just those things. The biggest questions of them all, and you just wonder how it would affect the March Madness picture. But the last domino is about to fall in under a minute. Shot missed, and UConn is still trying to somehow get back in the game. I just think it's too late. And Samuel Owens, the Providence graduate transfer, is gonna knock on some more free throws.
It's definitely interesting to see with Creighton as they're going to win the Big East. Where is that going to lie them in March Madness? Is this going to get them a 1 seed, or is it where are they going to lie?
But the thought is that they were already a projected 1 seed. Surely by winning the Big East, they don't somehow fall. So
Yeah, certainly. All the dominoes fell in the way of the Blue Jays this weekend. I thought they were pretty much a lock for a 1 seed, barring a major blowout in this game, and they have handled business. Certainly looking at a 1 seed going into March.
absolutely good little two-handed jam by Taron Armstrong, but it won't do anything. The shot clock is off. Jake Heidbreder will dribble it out for the Blue Jays. What a first season in Omaha for Coach Zelikov and these Creighton Blue Jays. Bit of a meaningless turnover there, as the Creighton Blue Jays are your 2033 Big East Tournament champions.
Rigged.
Yeah, I don't know if we're
Absolutely
beating
rigged.
the rigged allegations today.
Rigged.
Congratulations to the Blue Jays on a phenomenal regular season and Big East Conference championship, and regular season and tournament.
Rigged.
I smell a hater in here. I smell a
All
whole
right,
lot of
fellas, meet out in the
haterade.
parking lot in 5. We're setting this like men.
We were just hoping to see maybe one season where it wasn't going to be all about Zelikov, but now it is.
But is it though? Because look at who's the number one overall seed. Tell me more about that.
Tennessee truly came out of nowhere this season, a play-in team last year to undefeated and number 1 overall seed more than likely. I mean, unless the committee gets drunk and goes blind by the time they pick the teams, Tennessee will be the number 1 overall seed.
I can't wait for the conversations that this committee is about to have, because let's just put it simply, this tournament is going to be insane purely because of how the parity is just there. The parity is at the greatest it's ever been. And just imagining what this tournament could be like, and you still don't know where teams are going to end up seeding wise. Not to mention, you still don't know who's going to play who's going to end up in which region, who's going to end up, getting the advantageous matchups for their team on the court. It's all going to be very interesting, and I cannot wait for Selection Sunday to see how it's all put together. Gentlemen, any last thoughts before Selection Sunday?
No, just building on your take on the parity in college basketball this season. I mean, it's not often you see a 9 seed winning the ACC championship game in Florida State, and it's not often you see a 5-7 championship game in a Power Six conference, which we saw both of this year. I think that just is a testament to how good some of these teams are, and I mean, no matter what they're seeded, this could be the best March Madness we've ever seen.
And Coach Killian, share your thoughts as well before
It's
Selection Sunday.
just buckle up, be ready, grab your popcorn. It's going to be interesting to see what games we will get that we were not able to see in the regular season.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for it all. It's gonna rock everybody's world. I don't know what to expect except pure madness, and of course, pure cinema. Thank you, everybody, especially to those that have watched all 6 conference championship games, and especially most importantly, thank you to you, Coach Mays, to you, Coach Killian, and to Coach Rod and everybody else that has helped with commentary for these 6 games. I, again, just can't wait for Selection Sunday. It can't come fast enough. We will see
Pause.
you on Sunday, everybody. Have a great weekend.